bullshit burgers. What I better do my live and hurry up because I'm late as hickory. Not that I have anything scheduled. But anyway, we'll just hang some washing out on the line. We're going to go play for a freaking motorbike I brought the other day. But I had this motorbike and sold it 5 or 6 years ago. And I seen it go up for sale, so I brought it back. On the way home, I was looking at the front wheel and I kind of remembered why I sold it. But never mind, we'll talk about that later. Just get this sit on the line. Once we hang out a few garments, whatever. Hopefully the other washing machine gets its act together. Shit on the line. Alright. Dennis for freaking goes live, we're fucking ending the stream. Go off there, okay? That's how it is. So I'll show you this motorbike. Pretty cool motorbike. Might have. Should I take all these shotgun pallets out of my pocket? Yeah. Hope so. Fuck the machine up, won't it? Can't see any in there. That's a good sign. Right, so the other washing machine's got a problem. And now it's full of water. And beeping its ass off. Yeah. Oh well. Bang, bang, crash. One more in there. I'm not happy with this layout. What the heck's happening, eh? Anyway, no one's watching, so that's good. What do I want now? Detergent. Because I'm doing this fucking stream yet, eh? No one's watching. I'll end it. End it and we go live the other way. Water. Bingo. Hello. We're going to play for a motorbike. New motorbike. New motorbike. We're going to pull this apart. I brought it 5 years ago. No, I brought it like 8 years ago or something. And he sold it 6 years ago and just brought it back. Hey, freaking, we're gonna take it apart because I brought it and I've started it up, but I have not. What do you call it? I brought it. I started it up. I ran it for 10, 15 seconds. Then it died, but the fuel tap might be around the wrong way. I don't know. Fuel tap looks like it's leaking, and then it looks fucking all yucky. So, and the bash plate's not quite right, sitting right. And I put a spanner down the bottom, and the bolts weren't even that tight. So I take the bash plate off, move the rubbers over, and then put the bash plate back on underneath. So yeah, this is my old bike, and the best way to describe the motor is just violent, like Neobium would describe one of his motors. Yeah, it's fun. So this is the bike complete as I brought it. It's missing a couple of things. I had an add-on on the back wheel to cover the chain, and the sticker's gone off the tank, so we might have to do something there. There's a steel bolt here, which I'm going to replace it with a plastic one to run plastic bolts on the back. And then when the back mudguard goes kaboomfa, you're not snapping your mudguard, you just, these bolts are designed, you play with them and put grooves in them and shit, and then they shear, and then you don't smash your guard, you're just smashing these little tiny plastic bolts. So I've got more bolts in the cupboard over in the other shed. I can make them into shear bolts like I did with the last ones. I've still got a centre one, which is good because that's longer than the other ones. So by having a groove in them like that, a flathead groove, you get a lot of weight, and these are just going to force inwards up into that groove, and they shear off, and then you won't break your mudguard. Really good idea. Now, loosen them, so we'll rip this guard off. And down in here is our air filter, which looks absolutely filthy. And there's one thing this bike does not like. Put some lights on. Down in here is the airbox. Right now, being a 250cc motorcycle with a little tiny air filter in there like that, it's got to be kept pretty clean. And when I look in there, that's filthy, and that's why it ran funny when I first, I started up and only ran for a few seconds and turned off. Anyhow, now we can take the tank off because that one plastic bolt has been removed. The tank literally just comes out like that, and there is your fuel tank. 3.5 litre fuel cell. We can see all that fuel leaking all around there. Right, we need to sort that issue out, or else we're just going to have a mess down in our engine. It's always going to get dirty. It's always going to look yucky and ugly, and it's just from a leaky fuel cell. So I don't even know which way this tap is. We'll just put you back up on the mount so I can sort that out properly. Yeah, it just needs a bit of love and care. So I brought it. It was a 3-hour road trip away. 3 hours each way. So I took my car and I just took the front forks off it, believe it or not, undid the handlebars, rolled the whole rest of it into the back of the car on the back seat, shut the door, put the front forks and wheel on the front seat, drove home. As I was driving home, I looked at the front wheel. I'll turn the camera around so I can make sure I show you properly. So I'm in the front seat and I'm driving home, just pulled out, and I look and I see a weld here, 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 two welds here, and the other side is just as healthy, guys. Welds all over the room. I don't think he's done any of them. I know I had a lot done, and I straightened the room as best as I could. No kidding, guys, it was like, so I straightened the room the best I could, and then I gave the room to my mate, and he welded. He did them welds on it for me to stop the cracks spreading because it all cracked. Other than that, it's a really good bike. You know, I've only had 2 concussions from it. Yeah, so we need to do this fuel tap. Also noticed down here, like when I was giving this here a wipe after I washed it, I gave it a water blast, a pressure wash. Also noticed my front sprocket's looking a bit out of whack there. She's pretty scalloped. You don't want for your clutch. We need to get rid of our fuel. This gets shit out of you, didn't it? Now when you go live, freaking, I'm fucking calling it. So if you or Dennis go live, that's it. Hurry up. The down is on, sideways is off. I wonder if it only leaks when the fuel's on. I might just rest it over there for now. Got a little bit in it. At least a quarter of a tank. And the tank's moulded every little curve and whatnot around. Now, I think the fuel leak is actually coming from the. Get rid of that petrol soaked rag while I relight my cigarette. Yep, that don't smell too bad. I think the fuel leak is from the tap. Actually has a rubber that goes into the tank. A lot of them have like a big funny long oval shaped rubber. This has just got a round one. Well, it looks it and goes up in. Looks like it's leaking. So don't know whether I'll be able to get one from the trial shop or whether my local motorbike shop will have one. Trial shop, we got one in the, well, there's one on the next island down, where we all deal with there, because he's the best. Right, air filter needs replacing. I've got another air filter with the bike. Got to bring it over with my box. Coincidentally enough, I sold him the bike with a couple of air filters. Very good, eh? We'll take this thing off here. Show you the radiator. Radiator on these is pretty awesome. There's your radiator. You got your little fan. See that there? That's your radiator cap. So, to get to your radiator cap, you grab all this stuff here, gently pull it all out, and now we can see our radiator cap. Get our hand in there the right way. G'day Ryan, how's it going? And we're looking there and we can see green. It's full. It's full, it's not just in the neck, it's splashing. So now we can put the radiator cap back on. Right, this is why people like Beta Trials bikes. Their cap's on the side. You can actually, don't have to take your whole fuel cell off your bike. Just to check that you've got radiator fluid, but that's okay. The gas is a bit better than this bike. Right, so then we have to tuck all this stuff back in here nicely so the fuel cell goes back in there. Right. Without damaging any of our wires, because that's all our electrical that we need. And if we short circuit a wire or chafe it against the frame, goodbye to performance. So that's all good. Up here we have got crankcase breather vent. So that can stay there. Just make sure we don't squash that against the frame. And we put the tank in there. Okay. Right. So the gas radiator cap is on the other side. Might be the same actually. Got to take the tank off. Right. I need to investigate the gas because the oil, look at that. Something not good on the oil, is there? What I think is happening is my oil pump's blowing and it's thrown back in. I need to do some bend the shafts in the water pump. I have to buy a whole new water pump shaft, not just the seal. Anyway, this is the bike we're working on today. So they're both made in Spain, these bikes. Look at all that filth down that side of the carburetor. That leaking thing. And see it leaking now. Everything got enough fuel in it. Oh, is that wet? Is it all wet there? But don't put it upside down that way. Oh, we know that breather's working. There's some Allen keys. I'll just check that. That's right, we need to change the sump. Drop the something off. And check the oil in the gearbox too. Don't know where you check it. I've forgotten. That's the problem. 5 years, still no. Where the fuck's everything gone? I've forgotten. Oh yeah, and freaking I got my car shed, the concrete over the other side there. Oh, I can't zoom in on StreamYard, damn it. Just in front of that blue car. And we've got the concrete poured for the car shed, and then we're going to move that car shed there over onto the pad. It's going to be interesting. That's where you put the oil in. Right, I remember that. Oil goes in that little tiny hole. I'm trying to work out whether it's like it's all out. So we know that's the bolt there for the oil to drain out of the engine, out of the gearbox. That yucky residue there, but I think that's just the fuel. That's all come out. Fucking hell. I wonder if it's that one there behind the gear lever. That rubber there is sticking out further than that drain bolt. So when I go to the oil, it's not right. I put a 13mm spanner on there earlier, and that was quite loose. So I'm going to just undo these and realign all this rubber mounting underneath this nice big plate of aluminium and get that all squared up like it should be. Because that transfers, you want it to transfer an even weight when you do an impact onto a rock or something. It almost looks like he's bent it here and I need to bow it down. We'll find out. I bent the last one a heap too. We might as well put it on the side stand for now. Boom, boom. Let's see who's more. You got the view, and you even get to look, monitor the side of the fridge door, just in case someone wants to go into it. But well, I hope. Teach the fuckery out of this. Oh, you under pressure, eh? Ooh. Oh, man. It wants to go pop when it comes off. Damn it. You've been bashing it too much. Go, Cheryl. Yeah, I've just brought this one back. I had it 5 years ago, and then I sold it before my knee replacement because I couldn't ride it. And then I seen it for sale. So I brought it back off the person I sold it to. He hasn't done a lot of use, but he's definitely done some use on it. The back plate's all a bit buckled and things underneath need sorting out. So, these bikes are, well, every square inch fully utilised, and things like the framework and all that, that's all aircraft grade aluminium. So, technical. Looks okay, just to speak to every thread as you get along. That's good. Air filter's dirty, explains this running problem, won't need to clean the carburetor. Radiator's full of fuel. Forgotten how to check the gearbox oil level, so get into that. Ooh, it's gonna go. We're good. Oh, we're good. Maybe. All right. Now, holy fuck. This rubber here does a lot of protection underneath it. I'm confused as to why we've got 3 drill holes. Really confused. Tempted. Go back and try and straighten it. What's wrong with it is I've just brought it back, and before I ride it, I want to make sure that it's really, really good. Last thing I want to do is have a conk out, and I've got to push it. So I go through everything before I ride it. Because when I ride it, I'm going to be hitting rocks and trees. So, yeah, I brought it. I started up when I got it home, ran for a few seconds, and it sort of died. But at least, I didn't want to ride it because I hadn't put the clutch in. And you got to wake the clutch up on these vehicles, or on this bike especially. Not on all trials bikes, but it is common. And you've got to actually get the clutch working with the engine off before you can actually start the engine up and get it working. Or else it's just going to take off on you. The clutch isn't going to work until maybe 6 or 7 tries later. And by that time, you've probably crashed. So, other than not waking up the clutch, what I was also worried about was because I hadn't woken up the clutch, I couldn't put it in gear and let it take off. Because this bike has had a habit of starting in reverse. And when you put it in reverse, it actually, you put it in first gear or second gear or any gear, and it goes in reverse. What happens is it pre-detonates and the whole motor runs backwards. And I meant to run 98 fuel in it to help. It's one of my brain solutions that I came up with a few years ago. But that was many years ago, before 98 was over $3.40 a litre. It was only $2. It was under $3. So now the fuel for it has got so expensive, it's not funny. Anyway, this is the piece that protects the engine under the bash plate. Give that a clean underneath there. Fuel tank is leaking around the join, so we're going to fix that up a little bit. We've got a new air filter for it. So, hey Cheryl, have you met John? John, up yours, Cheryl. Right, so there's an air filter down in here. I've got a new one. That one needs to be taken out and washed, and I probably need to make another one. So that air filter just goes down there like that. It's a real funny little triangle. Our fuel cell doesn't look like it's leaking too bad, but it is doing something. It is leaking around there. We'll just double check them bolts, but I'm pretty sure we need new rubber inside there. And other than that, we've checked the oil in the gearbox. We've checked the radiator already, which is good to go. We pumped the tyres up, which are way over pressure, but that's okay. Yeah, should be all right. Might even start now. Should we give it a tap? We'll give it a start. We'll see if it starts. Oh, I do like the smell of two-stroke in the morning. Ah, man, I've stuffed this phone on and taken right up now, haven't I? Hey, not. It's that air filter. It's restricting it. And so it's not breathing. She's smoky. Fun. I don't know which this one is. I have brought, I believe I'm running rock oil. Somewhere. Where's my rock oil? I don't know where my two-stroke oil is. It's not by my gas. No. It's crazy. I've got, you got my chainsaw two-stroke oil. I've got one chainsaw at 50 to 1, one chainsaw at 25 to 1. Then I've got this bike here which runs at 50 to 1 on 98 with synthetic different oil. So that's 3 lots of two-stroke mix. And then I've got this bike here which runs at 70 to 1 on 91 on synthetic oil. So I've got 2 different mixes on synthetic oil and 2 different mixes on non-synthetic oil for the chainsaw. So all 4 two-stroke mixes are different. Fantastic, isn't it? Yeah, the chainsaw runs on Valvoline, and these run on rock oil. As you see, it runs. You need to do the air filter. It's blocking it. It was a cold engine also. You know, two-strokes don't like cold engines. Clean this bash plate before we forget. My accent. Thanks. I don't have an accent. A person from their country always denies an accent. The other countries that have it. Cleaned underneath that belly plate. I'm tempted to take the belly plate off and straighten it because they've put the mounting holes. Someone's re-drilled new holes, and I'm not happy. Well, yeah, with what they've done. The only thing is to re-bend that bash plate. So I've got to take the whole exhaust off the bike now, and a couple of other things. So we'll just go with how it is, just straighten that rubber up, put that back on. That will suit me. I got a beep. Yay! It's me. Hang on, you got to put your camera on before I actually invite and before I click on your participants. I'll get porn bombed. Oh well, it's worth the risk. Nah. There's a drum set. Still can't tell whether it's a person. Oh, I know who that is. Hang on, I can't tell the lighter. Yep. You're on stage. Yes, you're on stage. You can turn your camera off now, Cheryl.
Howdy, buddy.
Bang. Hello. How you doing?
I'm all right. How about you? Uh-oh,
Oh,
I'm
I'm just-
echoing. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see if I can fix this. Did it go away? Yes. Echo went away. Okay. Crisis averted.
Oops. I didn't put the stand down properly on the watch.
Shit happens.
That's right. These bikes only weigh like 140 pounds. They're ridiculously light. You can pick them up and carry them.
Oh, well, I couldn't do that.
I
What the
don't know if
hell's
it's-
going on with my echo?
It might be me.
Doing it when I was listening to you. Let's just hope for the best. I just did the echo cancellation, so maybe
What have I
that'll
done now?
work.
Is that better?
Sounds better now. Sounds okay now. Ah, nope. Now I'm reverbing. What the fuck?
Oh,
Sorry, I didn't.
no,
mean
I
to say
can't
that.
hear. You there?
I'll drop down and come back up.
I've mucked this up now. I've completely bothered this. I can't hear you because now I went to speakerphone and then went back to default.
Oh shit. Okay.
Is it clear?
Hold on. No, I'm gonna go down and I'll come back.
Okay. Yeah, I might have to restart this. What's teleprompter? I don't want that. Yeah, settings. Audio. Oh, how's my audio? Perfect. Okay. That's my microphone. That's my speakers. General. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, perfect. We're there. I got bamboozled.
Bamboozled. Is that a clock? Tick tock, tick tock. Is that a clock?
Oh no, that's my electric fence.
Oh. I forgot what country you live in, Halfwit.
I'm in New Zealand, and
Oh, how beautiful.
I've got a electric fence unit that powers my farm to keep my stock in
Awesome.
the property. Yeah, and so so when I'm working out here, there's this
Mhm.
tick.
Mhm. I just thought it was a clock, that the phone was near a clock going tick tock.
And I can tell if my fence is working really well because the tick is loud, and if the tick goes quiet, it means I've got problems on my fence.
Oh, well, that's a good thing. At least it gives you an indicator so you know.
Yeah. And you can put them on the fence and it tells you how much current that your fence has and all sorts of things.
interesting.
I don't
Man,
know
it
if you've
is
seen.
green and beautiful.
I don't know if you've seen this before, Cheryl. It's kind
Oh, no, I
of
haven't.
locked away at the moment.
Oh, you've got more
Yeah,
than
it's
one
my.
motorcycle.
This is my
Wow,
1979 Harley trike.
that's beautiful.
That's got.
I didn't know they made them the trikes back then. Did they? Obviously they did, but I didn't know about it.
No, this has got a Toyota Starlet back differential on it.
Huh.
Yeah. So
Well, my uncle had Harleys and for years and years, and then he finally got rid of his big Harley and got a trike like that. And he said, "Man, I wish I would have done this years ago. It's so nice. Don't have to drop your feet no more or anything. Just keep your feet where they're at."
and then that's my farm bike there.
Cool.
Yeah.
But that
So
tears through the yard.
yeah, that's a
Oh,
BMW.
Jesus. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And that's your yard bike, huh? Oh, fuck.
And then we got the farm bike, the other farm bike. Yeah.
That's cool. What kind of animals you have?
Dairy cows. I raise dairy cows for my brother and my dad, and then they milk them. So they're milking cows.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I've had them all come down in winter on this property for a couple of weeks, and then I've gone back onto the dairy farm. So I've just started calving, and at the moment I've only got 15 bulls, and so I've got the 2-year-old bulls, and I moved them tomorrow into another paddock over the farm. Yeah. So I just put this house on. I had a property and I've sold it, and I've just put this house on the farm. It's a family farm that we've had for almost 40 years. And so I've sold my property, and then I put a house here, and I'm buying this property off the family.
Yeah. That's awesome. You've got quite the layout there. Look how green it is over there. That's greener than here in Washington.
We're in the middle of winter at the moment. So it's
okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So we've just got a new car shed all poured here. The foundation.
What you putting on the foundation? Like a storage?
A storage shed. That shed there is getting moved onto it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That'll be nice. Didn't Tim I think Tim just moved from New Zealand. Tim Durbridge.
Yeah, he's just moved to Australia.
Yeah, I think he was in New Zealand though, wasn't he? Didn't he just move from there?
Yeah, he was about 1,000 km south of where I am. Or maybe not quite 1,000, but yeah. He was to the south of me. I knew what city he is in. Yep.
Oh, I love your floor. I love that floor. Hi, buddy.
And we brought this mat from our old house, and it's been sitting over in the car shed. I just unrolled it yesterday and put it on the floor. It's a bit dirty, but it matches.
That's perfect. I mean, I just love the color of that flooring. Your linoleum or whatever that is. I love that.
Yeah, I like it too. The wife didn't, but now she does.
Oh, I think it's cool. And that rug matches perfectly. Awesome.
Yeah. And then you got big bay windows.
Oh, awesome view.
Well, you can look straight at a mountain there. That's where the thumbnail was taken for the post. The dog was sitting there and the mountains in the background.
Aw. What a cool place.
It's a bit hard to see.
Another
You look.
window. Oh, wow. So you can see every inch of the property from your windows, can't you?
Yeah, I have the morning. The morning comes up there, the sun,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and comes across here in the afternoon like we are.
Yeah.
And then in the evening, it goes down on the other side of the house where all the bedrooms are.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
What a cool place.
Yeah. So I looked at so many houses before I bought this one. It wasn't funny. I looked at new houses and secondhand, and then the second time I went looking around at secondhand houses,
Mm-hmm.
I saw this because they have a maneuver company that pick
Uh-huh.
houses up and store them in a yard and put them for sale. And yeah, and then I saw this and I was like, wow, it fits. Everything
Yeah, it
fits.
does. I like the layout of it too.
Yeah, whereas a lot of houses will have a bedroom that faces this way and it
Mhm.
doesn't get the sunlight, and then you've got kids who complain about a damp bedroom and so many
Oh,
little things.
yeah.
Yeah.
I take it you guys get a lot of rain over there too for it to be that green.
Yes. Yes, we've had almost 2 inches of rain in the last
Oh,
2 days.
holy cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get a lot here in Washington, and that's why it's green here and we have all the evergreen trees. But our winters are pretty mild compared to living up in the mountains. Like, if I went up into the mountains, there's going to be snow for sure because the
Oh,
Cascade Range isn't far from. I'm only 64 miles away from Mount St. Helens.
oh wow.
Only 64. Now, my daughter, she's up in Tacoma, and she's closer to Mount Rainier. So we'd
Yeah.
both be screwed. If that Cascade Range line goes, man, we're both screwed.
Yeah. So when I look out here, it's a bit hard to see, but and on a clear day you can actually see it on my screen. You'll see the ocean and then you'll see the blue of the horizon.
Oh,
So
wow.
2 miles away is the shoreline.
Wow.
So I'm only 110 feet above sea level where I am.
I'm
And
16 feet above sea level. I'm real low.
that is real low. And then I turn here, and when you can see the mountain,
Uh-huh.
30 kilometres away is the peak, and that's two and a
Wow.
half. That's 7,000 feet high.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. So
Wow.
it just goes. We're on a constant slope, which is wonderful for the drainage. When it rains, everything just runs off,
Uh-huh.
and then we
That's
have
cool.
snow up there that holds the summer water supply. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
we have rivers that run all year round.
Now, how far are you from town? Like, if you were to drive to town, what, 15, 20, 30 minutes?
I am 7 miles away from my nearest pub, supermarket. They're not big supermarkets, but we also have a picture theatre that screens one day a week in that town as well.
Mm.
My daughter's high school is in that town. The bus picks her up from the gate. So within 7 miles, I can get most things of what I need.
Well, that's
Um,
good.
we've got a doctor, we've got a vet, we've got 4 farm supply stores.
Sounds perfect. That's everything you need right there.
Yeah, it's quite funny. We've got like 2 doctors in town, but we've got 5 vets.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and we've got all these farm supply stores because that's we're rural farmers.
Oh
Um,
my.
so yeah, we've got twice as many, 2 to 3 times more vets in our town than what we have doctors.
That's funny.
Yeah, and if you want the vet, you can get the vet within the hour. But if you want the doctor, it'll be come back next week.
That's funny.
Because that's how the healthcare system. We have a free healthcare here.
Oh,
So
you
you
do there too?
Yeah, so we're very much on par with Canada,
Mm-hmm.
and so yeah, you just get given an allocation slot, whereas the vet knows that you're paying money
Mm-hmm.
and gets you as soon as possible.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, and the vets do house calls too. You don't go in because you can't take a 600 kilogram,
Cow.
and 11,000 pound cow to the vets and say, "Oh, look, it's not walking properly."
He's got a pain in his butt, doc. Can you help him out? How funny. Well, you've got a beautiful place there. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, no, I worked hard and I planned for 2 years where to put a house, and then it took me almost over 6 months shopping to find a house.
Wow.
Yeah, but oh well, it's finally all come through. You know, and all these trees here, me and my dad put in the ground when they
Wow.
were just we just took cuttings and put them in the ground, and they've grown to that. Um, yeah, so it's quite cool when you can be on the land that you've been working for so many years as well.
Yeah, definitely.
But I worked on it as a kid, and then I went away and um, I went to the city and did mechanics for a few years. I came back, and then I went and did another venture and was in the restaurant, well, not restaurant, takeaway business, the fast food
Mhm.
business,
Right.
and then I used to come out here and just do a little bit every now and then, help with haymaking and things,
Mhm.
and then I the restaurant business just wasn't doing too good, and I said to Dad, I'm shutting the door and
Mhm.
coming back. There's more money to be made and less stress.
Yeah. Well, and you get to spend time with your wife too at home, so that's cool.
Well,
And your
that's it.
daughter.
I don't have to drive it used to be a half-hour drive each way, so you drive home and check on things, then drive back, and it's just a lot of wearing your energy out driving.
Oh
Um,
yeah, definitely.
Whereas now I can just pop in at lunchtime. I've got my coffee. I can cook myself something to eat, and yeah. But a lot of the time I'll spend on another farm, like my brother's farms, within a mile of just down this road. So
That's awesome.
yeah, yeah.
So
So
if
I can go and see.
ever an
Yeah,
emergency, you can just call them and say, "Get up here now,"
yeah. We're
and
far
vice
enough
versa.
away, far enough away that we can't see each other, but we're only
Mhm.
2 minutes if we need each other.
That's a, that's nice because then they're not up your ass, you're not up their ass, but yet you're still close enough to reach out
Yeah,
if you need something.
yeah.
See,
And
my grandparents had 100 acres up in Oregon on the hill, and
yeah,
that was supposed to go to all of the grandkids. My aunt screwed us, and she got my grandma to sell all that acreage, even against my grandfather's will. Sold all the acreage and took it from every one of the grandkids. We were all supposed to get a minimum of 5 acres, depending on how many grandkids were born by the time everyone was done, having birth, giving grandkids. But he was gone when I was 11 years old, and they didn't care what he said in his will. They just did whatever they wanted. So, bummer deal. No property for me.
well, that's why my dad has made me. He said, if you want it, buy it. Hurry up
Yeah.
and buy. My brother's already brought a chunk, and so I'm buying this chunk, and you know, then my family when he goes to do anything, it's all sold out. We're clean, and it's going to save
Hmm.
a lot of.
Nice.
There's three of us in the family, and two of us get along really well, and listen and respect each other's advice, and the other person is sort of on their own tangent.
Hmm. There's always
So
one, isn't there? There's always one.
yeah, and unfortunately, Cheryl, I thought I was going to be that one, but I'm not. So he's kind of pleased, and my dad's kind of pleased, but he's not
That's
pleased as
awesome.
well. The other person who should be, the oldest who should have it more sorted, isn't.
Crazy.
Yeah,
I only have two brothers. They're both younger. One of them I don't speak to, the one that's 4 years younger than me. He's a creep. He's an absolute creep. I can't stand him. So, then I have another brother that's 15 years younger than and I raised him. So,
oh, I've had seen some of my wife's friends. They had kids, and their kids were teens like you were, so they ended up
uh-huh.
raising. And
I resented her then, but I resent her, yes, for all the bullshit she put me through. But the relationship that Jason and I have as brother and sister is more like a mother son, because we don't talk
Yeah.
to mom either, because her and my brother are exactly like they are two peas in a pod. And Jason and I had to make that choice to walk away because it's just too negative. So on Mother's Day, he calls me. He doesn't call mom. He calls me and tells me Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
His daughter is 3 years old, and she says, "Me want a grandma." And he pointed at me and he goes, "That's your grandma and your auntie. So you can call her Granty."
You were the one who got him dinner and things like that, weren't you?
Yeah,
You
I
know?
did everything for him. Everything. I even after I moved out, years later when he was like 8 years old. He needed school clothes, 7, 8 years old, going through grade school. My mom wouldn't get him shit, and I wasn't about to let him go to school looking like a little bum. So I'd come down to Longview and pick him up, and then I'd take him back up to my house where I worked, and I'd take him to Sears, and I'd get my employee discount, and I would just load him up with clothes. He looked like a little stud muffin when he went to school. Never forgot those things. Those are things kids don't forget. You know,
Yeah, that's right. Jesus, dog.
somebody's here, Dad.
Someone's up. All right, Playboy. Oh, quit it. You want to go outside? Jeez.
Let me kill him. Let me eat him.
No, well, it's either my wife or one of my daughters are up, and so he's decided to let everyone know, and that's what he does.
You have one daughter or two daughters?
Two daughters.
Two daughters.
One's finished school and
Hmm.
working 5 days a week for her grandmother at a fish and chip shop.
Oh,
But
nice.
she's been doing it for over 5 years now, since she was like 13.
Oh, wow. Good for her. That's some good work ethics if she's been working that long.
Yeah, she was doing it with my wife. So it was the three generations all working in the shop at once.
Oh, that's cool.
And then my wife got sick, and had to cut work off a couple of years ago. And my daughter's she carried on. She went and did. So she finished high school early because it wasn't the thing for her.
My
Um,
youngest did too.
has attended a year and a half cooking course at a tertiary education, and then has so she's got a whole heap of credits, but then decided that she didn't want to carry on professional cooking.
Hmm.
Then the grandmother's decided to sell the shop, but it hasn't sold yet, and my daughter's just hanging on, working until the shop sells. She looks at where she wants to go in life, just to try and keep the family happy, keep the grandmother
Yeah.
happy until the shop sells, rather than going and employ new staff and then they're only there for a month and
Yeah.
the shop sells.
And then they shut down.
The only problem is we've sort of been waiting for over 6 months for that to happen. Actually over a year, but that's how it is.
It'll happen when it's supposed to.
Yeah, my daughter gets free rent here, so it's okay.
That's nice. Excuse me, I didn't mean to burp in your ear.
You want a yogurt or anything? Yep. I just poured it out for you. All right.
I talked to Jonathan earlier. I don't know if he's going to be live tonight. He wasn't sure. I don't know if you go to Jonathan's channel or not.
Yeah, I've been to Jonathan's. I've met Ben.
Yeah, Ben. Okay. I like the gateway when he hooks up the gateway and it starts talking. Dude,
Yeah.
that thing calls my name all the time. It's tripping John out. He's like, "That's like 5 or 6 times tonight it said Cheryl." And I'm like, "I know." I said, "Every time I'm around a spirit box, it starts calling my name. Somebody's trying to get my attention or tell me something, and I just don't know what it is."
I Yeah, I tread carefully when I'm at Jonathan's. And it's only because of that realm, there's
Mm-hmm.
too much going on with me.
Yeah.
And by in that, I'm not saying I don't believe it, because I have like we go down the beach here on the motorbikes, and there's two areas that
Mm-hmm.
a couple of funny things happen with our motorbikes, and we're like, man, we'll just stay away from there. Then we're talking to the elders of the region, and apparently there's some native unmarked burial graves.
Oh,
Right, we'll our problems, both problems,
yikes.
and so we know to
Yeah,
stay away from. We know to stay away from there, and I won't play down there. Within an area there, and if I have to cross there, I will
uh-huh.
sort of and acknowledge that I'm going around the gravesite,
Uh-huh. Yeah,
because yeah,
I don't mind going to the cemetery at night. The only thing that I can't do it here anymore is because I got chased out of the cemetery by a pack of coyotes. Don't tell me coyotes don't attack humans, because they were coming for us. They wanted to eat us.
we see when we leave a cemetery, we all stop and we wash our face and cleanse ourselves from any spirit that could be attached.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Whereas you go and watch a lot of these people and they don't. They just it's in and out of cemeteries, and to me that's a little bit what they call tapu is, over here. It's a no no. You should always wash your face when you leave a cemetery, and make sure that you're not taking anything with you.
Yeah.
So
Also, tell them they have to stay there. They don't have permission to come with you. You got to stay here.
yeah, so yeah, we treat our spirits and stuff a bit more. We don't really interact with them. We let
Mm-hmm.
them rest as much as we can, but we still go and visit them, things like that. But it's yeah,
Oh, of course, yeah.
uh, but then so I'm aware of the spirit realm, right? I'm not like, oh, you're making it all up and all this,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm worried that spiritual attachment can happen.
Yeah. And it
And,
can. Yeah, it can.
yeah, and so I try to keep it all away from me. One day I was down in the city. This is when I went away for a few years. I went down and become a mechanic, and I was with a friend, and we went into a house. And we went, and you had walked in the bottom, and then you had to turn before you went up the stairs. And I'd never been in there before.
Mm-hmm.
But then we turned, and I said, "Lucy, I'm not going any further." She goes, "What's wrong?" I said, "There's a dead person over there." So I'm waiting in the car.
Oh, God, you feel that shit too?
I didn't see it. I smelt it,
Oh,
and
Jesus.
yeah, and we can't. And then so she went and visited her friend, and was there for about half an hour waiting in the car. Comes out and she goes, "How do you know that there'd been a murder there?" I'm like, "I didn't." And she goes, "But you said
Wow.
there's a person there." I said, "Yeah, I could smell him, but I didn't know that." And she goes, "Oh, yeah, someone died there 2 weeks ago or 10
Holy
days."
shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Now,
I went
I
back.
had a, go ahead.
I went back to that house a couple of months later, and I didn't want to go in. I'm like, "No, I don't want to go in." She's like, "No, it's okay upstairs. It's okay. Trust me." And it was okay upstairs, but it's still the whole time I was in that building, my guard was right up on red alert. You know?
Yeah, that's not a good feeling when you're on edge like that. I get that. I've been in some uncomfortable situations. There's a theater here in town, well, across the river, and in the other town. And I've told my mom since I was a child, I saw my first ghost there, and I didn't believe it. My mom was telling me I was crazy. I was explaining her in detail what she was wearing. She smiled at me, Mom. She's so beautiful. Look at her gorgeous dress. It was one of those time era dresses that tight in the stomach and then it flowed down. She had these cool little lace up boots on, and she's holding the rail and holding the front of her dress up so she can walk down the stairs. My mom started screaming at me in public. Are you trying to fucking make your brother scared? Shut up. There's no such thing. Okay. So I put it off, and I forgot about that for years. I since have been in touch with the owner of the theater, and she said, "Oh, yes, you're absolutely right. There is a woman here. There's a guy here." And I said, "Well, the guy," I said, "he used to come out and smoke cigarettes up in the upper balcony." And she goes, "Oh my God, you have seen him." She goes, yes, that's him. He died in the projection room. That was the projection guy. And then, did you see the two little children? And I said, no, because I was a child then, and I don't think little children would show themselves to me because that would have scared me, seeing a dead child. But yeah, I went in the bathroom the last time with a spirit talker. I got up enough nerve to go in there where I can feel that somebody died in there, kind of like the same feeling that you were getting, that the ominous feeling. And I walked in there, and the spirit talker said, "Find my body." I'm like, holy shit, I'm out of here.
Yeah. I would be too.
Yeah. Yeah, I vamoosed out of there very quickly. I'm like, oh, I'm not going. There's a reason I don't feel comfortable in that bathroom. There's got to be a reason. But I had a friend that rented a house, and he's like, you got to come over and see my house. And so I went over there, and he's showing me through the house, and I froze at the closet. And he goes, what's wrong? And I said, somebody hung themselves in there. I couldn't see it, but I could sense it. I said, somebody hung themselves in there. And he goes, oh, bullshit. Nobody did. I said, can I go with you when you pay rent? Because I'm going to ask her about it. And he let me go with him when he paid rent. And I said to her, I said, did someone hang themselves in that closet? And she goes, how the hell did you know?
Did you just feel it, or did your nose tell you to go that way?
Well, no, I felt it. I felt that someone died by hanging in that closet. I had no idea that someone had hung themselves there, but that's just the feeling that I got. I said, someone hung themselves in that closet. And she said, you're absolutely right. He did hang himself in that closet. So my friend would not sleep in that bedroom ever again. He was too scared. I get it though. Some people just, they're not comfortable with that. I completely understand.
Yeah.
Well, buddy, I think I'm gonna hop down. I got some things I got to get done before it gets dark here.
Cool, Bananas. Hey, it was really good to finally put a voice to you, Cheryl.
Yes, well, thanks for having me up. I figured, hey, I go to everybody else's live stream. I'm here. You've got a link. I may as well come up on your panel.
Yeah. Although my name says I'm a bit of a nitwit, I sort of do know a little bit and try and get things done.
All right. Well, you have a blessed evening, and I will see you real soon.
You too. Excellent, Cheryl. You have a nice evening.
Right. Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
She is from America. And, I've forgotten what state.
Well, that's because she did it that.
Yeah. Should know. Should know. Normally in Pat King's stream, Family Feud.
Does she do that Family Feud too?
Yeah, but I think I met her before that through Silver Diamond, through Freakin'. Yeah.
Why don't you bring me home?
Washington State. There we go, dear.
Where?
Washington State. Yeah. Dog's being all cuddly. Wants his pets. Wants his tummy rubs.
No, you gave me a nice cup of beer, but
You having the milk? Can I have the milk? Yeah. Wants his milk. Hey, boy.
oh, gee, on my legs, man. Oh,
Hop up.
oh, good cuddle, baby. Bloody good baby.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Ah, kiss oh, you
You can tell a person by the nature of their dog, they say. I hope not, because it makes me a wuss. Are you a wuss dog?
know.
So no, I'm a hunter, eh? I go hunting if you tell me to. He came for a hunt with us last night. And in New Zealand, the possum is a national pest. Eats our native fauna, which is trees, and attacks all our birds and bird eggs. So we go possum hunting. And once I take them out of the tree, he will get rid of them for me. Pretty good dog. You have a nice evening too, Cheryl. Check out the motorbikes. I should go to town soon. Probably need bread and milk. What else do we need there? I haven't prepped dinner at all. Well, we've got 2 leftover sausages.
I had one snack.
Yeah. Yeah, the broken one.
Yeah.
You hold everything down last night?
Yep.
That's good.
We were in Guildford though.
I was almost wondering if I should have got you up earlier
Yeah. Can't believe it's
so you could have antibiotics and whatnot.
I've just had that after my yoga.
Sweet. And then by the time have another one
I
up.
just had one like later. Like
Have pudding and have it.
yeah.
Have an hour or so after dinner.
Yeah, you want to say. Yeah.
So it looks like the fuel tank's leaking on the Sherco. The oil filter, the air filter's real dirty. So that'll be why it doesn't make it sound like it's running that good. The radiator's full. That's good. I can't check the oil because I've forgotten what bolt I've got to take apart on the gearbox. So I'm going to have to Google that. I don't think this phone's got any screenshots of any diagrams.
Is that an easy fix though or not?
What's that?
The leaking and
The fuel leak.
yeah.
Hopefully I can get a new rubber grommet from someone. I may have to order that through Marlborough Motorcycles and it may have to come explain. So we'll find out whether that's going to be ordered.
But you can still get them?
Should be able to. Yeah, and the front sprocket. Yeah. I'll try Craig Bailey first and see if he can get one for me.
Oh, yeah.
And if he can't, I'll go to Marlborough Motorcycles down in Blenheim. That's who I've brought parts off before.
Oh yeah.
The guy Brendan down there, he's the trials guru. No, like that's him. Most of our riders up here use, unless it's beta, and then you go to the guy Lawson in Wellington. Speaking of which, Beta Trials bikes have now come out with electric starts.
Did they?
Yeah. So they had TRS or whatever brand that came out a few years ago, and they come out with electric start. Now Beta are coming out with electric start. Hopefully gas do, because they can't make kickstarters to save themselves and they always keep snapping.
Oh yeah.
Not my model, it's the ones after 2004, I think, onwards. They got bad kickstarters. Everything's all about weight saving.
That what?
Weight saving, and then all of a sudden it doesn't work. So while you were asleep this morning, dear, I pulled out behind the stove and there's a bit of a gap on the floor, between the wall and the floor.
Yep.
So I put some jib stop putty down in there.
Oh yeah.
The sink's always been out a little bit, but the top's been out as well, and it had to sit under a piece of wood. And I tried to push it in, but it didn't sit right. And then so what I've done is I pulled it back out, and then I managed to get the tin underneath the piece of wood and push the sink back in again properly. So that's in. So you probably wouldn't notice that, but it's actually gone in like a whole centimetre by the oven.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's and And then I've gone around the sliding door and I've actually used no more gaps and glued the door that's stationary. Yeah. Both of them open here. Glued the stationary one shut with no more gaps. And then gone around the door sill on the other piece as well, where there's a little tiny air gap, and sealed that up. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot less drafty by this branch slider. I can still feel a draft when there's something more, but
It's not like it was.
it's still pretty bad.
Well, if you look at it, it says with the ears.
Yeah. Is it cold in here? Not really cold, eh?
Nah.
But it's
I
not
don't know.
not warm.
I don't think, yeah.
Bedroom was warmer, eh?
Yeah, it was nice.
You see, at least, and the kids are all saying their room stays warm. Yeah, just a sprocket. I've got to check the gearbox. Oh, I've got the something half off at the moment. Oh, the bash plate. Oh, I don't know what to do with that. Someone's drilled new holes in it, and I'm pretty sure they weren't like it beforehand.
Right.
And I think he's bent the bash plate and then drilled new holes to suit because they couldn't straighten it back into the proper spot, which is quite hard. But
Are you able to?
I might just leave it for now because you got to take the whole exhaust and everything all off to get the bash plate off, and then it's going to take a couple of days. It's not like yeah, no. You got to beat it with big sledgehammers and then measure and beat it and. Unless I make a little jigger, and yeah, I could take it to the press, to the engineer down the road, and make some trailers and get him to put it in. Yeah, get him to put it in his press rather than me beating it with a sledgehammer. But I probably have to take the whole bike, and it wouldn't be too hard anyway. It's not like the bike's hard to put inside, and have it beside the press so you can keep pressing and checking to get the jig mount right. I might just leave that for now. Hopefully I don't case it on a big rock. But yeah, I've got that all unbolted and loose at the moment because the rubber was in the wrong spot and it needs shifting about a centimetre. Right, dog. He's only been outside for a few seconds. Coffee. My dog's gone for milk. No milk, boy. Oh, that washing machine died finally.
Did it?
The big one, yeah. Yeah, it's just been nutting out, and then I go in there and then I put it on drain and spin, turn it back on, and it just sat there doing nothing and then started nutting out again. So I'm guessing that it's full of water and doing nothing but nutting out. I'll swap the brain over because I've got a spare brain for it. And if that doesn't work, I'll have the brain for that washing machine. I'm sure I got a spare one. It doesn't work, I have to get rid of it. Yeah. I should, swap the brains over on that. Oh, did I tell you we had a 5.8 earthquake this morning? Yeah.
Who did we do?
Yeah. Only 160 odd k's from here.
You feel it?
Nah. I was over in Tamarunui. 10 kd. No brain on that. He's got no brain on that. I don't know. Don't even know why I'm still streaming. I got my camera off. I only did a stream to show the motorbike, see what it was wrong with it. And then I carried on talking to Cheryl. Go to, eh? These are that leftover stew. That'll be alright for him. Hey. Ding, ding, ding. G'day, Shangy girl. How's it going? We're about to finish the live. I'll sit down, have a yarn with my wife. We were over in the shed playing motorbikes earlier. There's a shed behind there. Out of focus. It's time for a coffee. Then we got to empty our food scraps. Sort our days out. So we are listening low. Yeah. Cheers up yours. I'll see you later, John.